Got some wires for the main power to the buzz bar. That's gonna go underneath there and control all the controls on the center console. So we got some terminals that we're gonna connect to here. Those don't worry about yet, because those are for the motor. And I gotta order a couple things online, but just gonna set this up, feed it through underneath the boat, and then I'm gonna order buzz bar, some electrical tape, mounting stuff, and a few other things, switches, fuse panel on Amazon, and hopefully get that done tomorrow. All right, got the battery hooked up, and we have our main power source for all our switches and whatnot ready to go. Battery's in. I have to get longer cables to reach here, so I'm gonna do that when I come back, along with installing the bus bar, whatever you want to call it, and the switch panel that's probably going to go here or up here. But got it snaked through. This is our main power. This is going to control our lights, radio, fish finder, bilge pump, pretty much anything that needs power, and I'm going to control it all from up here. I'm also going to run a kill switch, which will probably go right there, which will cut all the power from the battery. And yeah, we're looking pretty good. I do have to get a gas can, so I'm actually going to do some measuring for that, because the one that I do have is cracked. Not sure if I can fix it, but for now I'm just going to look and see what I can find. It's looking pretty good. Happy with how it's coming along. Waiting for some stuff to come in on Amazon, and should be pretty good to go in about a week or so. Back at the beach house, I'm going to get some stuff done today with the boat. Waiting on a couple more parts, but pretty much everything I have now I can get started with. So yeah, gonna start wiring up the actual fuse panel, switch panel, and the bus bar to give me a negative ground point on the boat. The main power lit cables are already ran, so now I just gotta figure out where I want to put everything on the center console, possibly cut some holes and mount them, and make the wires look nice, label everything, so that myself in the future and whoever buys this boat after I have it are not fishing around for wires, wondering what everything does and whatnot. So made it. There she is, Captain Jake. Might be Captain Joe after I'm done with it, but we're here. So I got a few things. Got a heat gun with me, some cable management clips that I had at home that I may or may not use. They're not really too sticky. So labels for the wires. This is going to be my main fuse block. I don't know if I'm going to be using this one. I have another one coming in the mail that's more or less just the top side, which is the negative, and that's all I really need. So this might be going back, but I'm still going to use it for just to kind of get the length of the wire that I need to cut and whatnot. Copper wire tape. Now this is going to be my main shutoff switch. This is going to go in between the battery to this here, I believe, but I don't know, I gotta double check and see, but that's my main shutoff switch, just to kill all the power on the boat. Zip ties and mounting clips, so you pretty much screw those into the fiberglass and then you zip tie it through, hold the wires in place. Red wire, I'm using 10 gauge. Yep. And that's it, let's get to work. We have a visitor. He goes by the name Philip Barker. Hello. I thought I might come over and see what you're doing. I don't know. Hudson Valley Towing. My name is Phil. Alright, so we got a few packages in the mail, a few pieces. Got my switch panel. I got my power transfer bus bar. Pretty much gonna give me the ground in there. so that I can connect ground, so I don't have to wire it all the way back under the boat to the battery. Grease gun, and I got some silicone sealant for when I put the console back on here. And a measure tape measure, because needed a new one. Yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna start tackling this and update you along the way. Oh, great. Okay, so that's gonna be my main switch here on the outside. This red cable, come on, focus. This red cable is coming from the battery. Come on, there it goes. Coming from the battery, as well as this negative. Now this is gonna go right here, this bus bar, and that's gonna give me the ground connection for all my accessories. This switch panel is gonna basically, this red wire is gonna run its way back to this switch, and then the negative is gonna run its way back to the bus bar, along with these two other ones that are also negative for basically just the lighting on the switches. So I'm kind of just figuring out where exactly I want to put everything. I'm thinking probably something like that. I don't want to put it here because the switch panel is going to be here on the outside. So we'll see what I work out. All right, making a little progress. So I got the bus bar mounted. This cable is the negative coming from the battery. I got them mounted up here with these little mounting clips I got on Amazon. Just gonna clean it up. Gonna cut these when I'm all done. But this is the cutoff switch with the positive wire running from the battery, so that's gonna give the power to all the fuses, or the switches rather, for all my accessories. And then all the negative wire from all those accessories are gonna go right to here. And yeah, we're making progress. All right, so we're gonna put the switch panel in, I'm thinking right here. And then everything's gonna wire itself back here. So pretty much just gotta fit it, cut a square out here, and that'll be next. All right, so we got it measured out, taped up. This one in particular is 6 1/4 across and 3.5 inches tall. Gives us enough clearance for the outsides of here and here. So switch panel is gonna be mounted something like that. It's kind of in the way here, but it totally doesn't bother me because it's going to be flush, so it won't really cause any kind of an issue. I was thinking about taking these out and just putting it here, but I'm probably going to want to eventually have some gauges up here. I got the RPM gauge. They say to have an ammeter or a G meter, whatever it may be, but I'm going to probably just leave those there. And that's it for now. Put a fish finder up here, and yeah. All right, and hit. Flush. Switch panels in. It's time to wire it all up. See you in a bit. All right, so I got the negatives from the switch panel together on this rigged connection, but it works for now. And then that leads right to here on the buzz bar, which is gonna be the negative. And now we're gonna do the same thing with these two here. These are gonna be the positive feed from the switch panel, and those are gonna go directly to the main cutoff switch. We're all wired up. Negative from the switch panel runs to here. Positive from the switch panel runs to the kill switch. So, kill switch, negative, switches. Tired me. Let me go see if it works. Blue lights are on, so that's a good sign. Bingo. All good. Your boy's an electrician now. And if I hit the kill switch, no more power. It's reading 12 volts, so that's exactly what I need. Yeah, so I can put a cigarette lighter charger in there if I want to. I got USB ports here. So now what I have to do is I'm gonna take my bilge pump, get the negative line run that to the buzz bar, and then the positive line is going to run into this first one here so that I can turn my bilge pump on. I'm going to have it on a manual switch, and then I'm also going to have it on automatics with a flipper. So I'll do that in the next video, but for now it's in. I'm happy with how it came out, and yeah, next step is just hooking up all the accessories. See you on the next one.